Damn, you were thinking too hard. You started dying.
I farted when I took that inhale.
You better come up with something quick because that's going to be the start if you don't figure something out. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Breaking Down the Tape. We can't even start this shit off seriously because we are fucking idiots, and I love it. I'm going to actually change the intro in the next couple of weeks, probably next week, to tell you guys that this is the best damn New York podcast that you're going to listen to, because from next week on forward, we're really going to be focusing on New York sports and, being New Yorkers. So we're still going to talk to sports. Don't worry about it. But with everything that Breaking Down the Tape is doing and some of the guys that we're bringing on under our brand, we don't want to make duplicate shows. So we're going to focus mostly on New York sports. But this week, we'll still do a little bit of around the world of sports because it's not like there's a whole metric ton going on right now. And we'll talk a little bit of degenerates football. So, Hector, I'm going to let you, if you're not done farting, go ahead and take it away.
Sorry, man. The pen, these fucking dab pens, they hit. They be busting.
They be busting.
But yeah, shooting around the world sports going on right now. Like you said, there's not crazy things going on. We'll start off with a little bit of the basketball news. We got, talks for Kevin Durant being traded. Talks have been down. No one, as much of a asset Kevin Durant is and talented and all the words you want to throw at Kevin Durant's name, sure. The jumping around of teams and then the amount of money getting tossed around, eventually teams are not going to be like in these talks for, like, you know what I mean? You're getting stuck in these contracts with these players. He's still got, I think, 3 years, 2 or 3 years left on his deal with the Nets.
Mm-hmm.
So then, he looks for a trade, and the Nets have to eat up some of that money. Whatever new team he goes to has to eat up some of that money. On top of paying him a new contract or trying to extend him or whatever. So eventually, these type of trades and free agencies and Kevin Durant wanted in and out of teams, James Harden in and out of teams. And eventually teams are not going to be as willing to rush to pick you up.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's one thing to be a ring chaser and actually get rings, right? Like you could say a lot about somebody who's going to bounce from team to team, but everywhere they bounce, they're winning rings. KD's bouncing
LeBron.
from team to team, and he's making a lot of money, but that's it. Okay, but you're not doing anything for the teams that you're going to. I mean, the Nets got fucking swept, for the love of God.
Yeah, like you said, you take LeBron's situation, people, jump on him, and I'll be one of those people that jump on him about bouncing teams all the fucking time, especially when he ran to Miami to form this big three to win. But everywhere he went, he won a chip at least.
Mm-hmm.
Every team he's been on, he's won a chip.
Mm-hmm.
1-2 in Miami. He's won 1 in Cleveland. He's won 1 with the Lakers. Kevin Durant went from an almost finals champion with the OKC Thunder to running the Golden State because he couldn't beat them, to then trying to build his own squad on Brooklyn. It fell apart, and now he's trying to run to another team. And if you look at the teams he's trying to go to, are all pretty much contenders to win the finals without him.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to go to Phoenix, who was just in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
He from what I heard, Phoenix. I think Phoenix was the biggest one. I forgot what was the other team he thought about going to. But I know Phoenix was one of the biggest ones. And it's all right, so you trying to just team up with Devin Booker and Chris Paul and win a chip that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he can't do it himself. Clearly, he can't build a team around him. And I mean, now the team that they built around him was the perfect storm of assholes, to be frank. I mean, you have James Harden, who may or may not have worn a fat suit to get out of Houston. You know what I mean? You've got Kyrie, who thinks the fucking earth is flat, for the love of God. You know, so I mean, it's not like they built this perfect big three, but on the court, James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie
on
Irving should
paper,
have
they win the
run the
finals every
East.
year.
Yeah, they should have fucking, just the three of them should have fucking run the East, but then they get fucking swept by the Celtics. You know what I mean? Like, and not even a fully healthy Celtics. So at what point as a GM or a coach do you look at Kevin Durant, James Harden, or fucking Kyrie Irving and go, it's just not worth it? Unless you're going to take like a minimum contract, it's just not worth it anymore. At what point do we
I mean,
call
Kevin
it?
Durant was the one actually on the court without all the drama. You had Kyrie deciding when to take his PTO, and James Harden reminds me of like a lesser Russell Westbrook when in the terms of like his attitude and the way he is with the team. Like, it's always me, and not really about the team.
Have you seen, by the way, speaking of Harden, have you seen Philadelphia fans lately? Because I guess Harden declined his contract so that he could take a 2-year contract with the 76ers, but at like a lesser rate so that could pay more players. And Philadelphia fans are like, oh my God, see, Harden's a team player. Harden's amazing. Look at James Harden. Oh my God, he's the ultimate team guy. Shut up.
He declined a $47.6 million contract deal. That was his 1 year left that they had to pay him. He declined the option of making almost $50 million a year. And because, well, he wanted a new contract.
Right.
Like, he wanted a new contract. And don't act like he's still not getting. He's 2 years, $69 million. Like, yeah. He's still getting paid. How much of that contract is guaranteed? How much of that contract is incentives and stuff like that? So you'd saying, oh, look, he saved the money. No, he like really didn't. Like, he saved a couple dollars for the team to spend this year or maybe next year, but he still got $69 million. Like, he got paid. And I guarantee you almost all of that is guaranteed.
Yeah, the last time I checked, 69 million is greater than almost 50 million. The only difference is that he spread it out over 2 years instead of taking it in one. And
I guarantee you he has an opt-out after the season. So he got 69 million, probably over 50 million guaranteed. And he opts out after the season. So yeah, he made more than the $47 million he opted out on.
But he's the team guy. Yes, he is the team guy. James Harden, who wore a fat suit at the best case scenario, came in grossly overweight and like forced his way out of Houston in the worst case scenario, went to the Nets, realized it wasn't working, forced his way through a trade out of Brooklyn, is the ultimate team guy. Am I fucking missing something? Like, Philly fans, Philadelphia,
Let's be real though. Read between the lines of his statement to the team. I told them to go out and sign whoever they need, and whatever money you got left, to give it to me.
I didn't know that was a thing, but that is
like, read the comments that that was his statement. Yeah, I told them to just like spend all the money and get the players to come, and whatever money you got left, give it to me, because that's how bad I want to win.
What?
Like,
I'm all for like make your bread, right? I will never tell another man to not make his bread ever in any situation. But basketball players are some of the most ridiculous fucking people on planet fucking Earth. I swear to God. Insanity, bro.
That makes no. And then on top of that, great segue, you got the 76ers unveiling their plans for a new downtown arena. In the year 2031, 2032, they're planning to have a new arena downtown. I don't think James Harden's gonna be around then.
Yeah, fucking probably not.
Where are Philly getting all this money to be able to build a downtown arena and pay this fucking jackass $69 million?
Taxes, baby. Your Philadelphia taxes are going up, guaranteed.
Oh,
Guaranteed.
the taxes are going up, but they ain't filling up them goddamn potholes.
Tell me about it, man. I live in PA. Tell me the fuck about it.
Like, they built a stadium but can't fix the streets for you to drive there.
Bro, that's the crazy thing. Kind of gonna go off on a fucking tangent here. That's the crazy thing when people are like, oh look, the Bills, the same thing. We're building a new stadium, blah 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 blah. Yeah, but these like there's so much more that goes the fuck into this. It's not like, oh look, hey, great, a nice new shiny stadium that the team is paying for. No, what the team fucking does is says, hey, your stadium sucks. We're gonna fucking leave. We're gonna go become the fucking Alaska 76ers unless you figure it the fuck out and build us a new fucking stadium. We'll pay like $10 million, but I want $100 million new stadium and you have to pay the rest. And as they're talking to the city of Philadelphia. And the city of Philadelphia is like, oh my God, please no, don't leave. You're the fucking 76ers. We can't fucking have you leave. And then they pay for the stadium and raise everybody's taxes because that's how you fucking pay for stadiums.
And to be frank, they make out because they'll pay that $100 million to buy the state to build a stadium because they're going to make more with the team being in the city than the team leaving.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge revenue generator right there. If the Philadelphia 76ers, you can't let them walk.
Well, that's exactly it. That's why these teams have the cities by the balls, because you're 100% correct. You can't let a major team walk like that. It's one thing for the Seattle Supersonics to fucking fold. That's one thing, with all due respect to them. That's a thing. But like a team,
but if the New York Yankees was like, yeah, I'm out of the Bronx.
Yeah, exactly. You get these teams that have been around for how long, or even some expansion teams that have a serious hold on the city. I mean, even the Carolina Panthers, if the Panthers were to leave, it would fucking devastate both states. You know what I mean? Like,
because North and South kind of root for
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It devastated fucking St. Louis to have the fucking Rams leave. And they weren't even a St. Louis native team. So, I don't know, man. I guess good luck to Philadelphia. But speaking of Philly, I want to make a quick transition. So my wife and I are looking at games to try and go to, and we were going to try, and she's a Cowboys fan, obviously, and we were going to try and hit up a Dallas Giants game. But I have a wedding later the same week in Illinois, so there's no way I can make both. So she's like, well, we could always go to a Dallas-Philly game. I was like, oh, sweetheart, I am not going to the link with a Dallas fan. I am not going into Philly repping Dallas gear, sitting in the 300s. That's a safety concern. That is not... I'm a good fighter, but not that good, and I'm not risking it all for the Dallas fucking Cowboys.
Hell no, I'm not pulling up to either one of those stadiums rooting for any team.
I can handle New Yorkers. There's at least some sort of like rationale with New Yorkers. Like, I'm not rolling into the same stadium that threw batteries at Santa Claus, like with a woman wearing Dallas Cowboys gear. That's not safe. They threw batteries at Santa. What do you think they're going to do to me? That's not safe. That's not safe.
Yeah, X May on the Phillies Cowboys game.
Yeah, I already told her that's going to be a no-go. You want to go by yourself? I will happily remarry. That's on you. But I am not. I'll be at your funeral, baby girl, but I am not going to that shit.
Let alone you have no reason to be going there to be rooting for either team.
I'm saying, like, if it was a Jets game, like, it's one thing because, like, fuck the Jets, man. The Eagles don't give a shit about the Jets, and that's fine by me. But I am not going for
just remember last year when we went to the Jets-Eagles game, we're trying to clean up and get the hell out of there. And we got Eagles fans getting mad that we're cleaning up our fucking tables.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was fucking insane. Wait, you guys are leaving? Yes, we've been here since like 6 a.m. Thank you. It
It's
is like
now
8
8 o'clock at
p.m.
night, and
Yeah.
there's no one in the parking lot.
Yes, please and thank you. They are ushering people out. Like, can we please leave? Stop holding us hostage.
At one point I was about to be like, yo, just keep the fucking table.
Yeah, if it'll get you to leave me alone, keep the fucking table. Here's my sacrifice.
Right? Keep the table. You guys can stay here. We're going home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I guess kudos to Philly for getting a new fucking 76ers stadium. It's not gonna fucking matter.
Yeah, I haven't read into it to see how much money they really spilled out into it, and what the plans are. I just, read 2031, 2032, somewhere around the age of my death is when they'll, I'm, solid 40, 45, bro.
Solid 40, 45. Solid.
Yeah.
That's a
I'll be
great
what?
number.
2031, I'll probably be like 41.
I don't know. That's what, 8 years from now? 9 years from now? I can do
I'll be
math.
38, 39. That's good enough.
That's whatever. Close enough to 40. Fuck it. Whatever.
Going on over to some baseball now. AllStar Break just came rolling through. They're back into they're now into the second half of the season, starting today. Home Run Derby I saw some of it. It was pretty cool. Albert Pujols made it to the semifinals. He made it to semifinals. It was his fifth time doing a Home Run Derby. Closest he got to winning was, I think, 2009. He took second. So he took, I think, third this year. If you go by his home run total, third or fourth this year, home run total. Juan Soto won the Home Run Derby, beating out rookie Julio Rodriguez from Seattle. That kid is pretty nice. That Julio Rodriguez kid is starting to, he's starting to get his shine. I'm seeing his name everywhere. That kid's pretty good.
So I didn't get a chance to watch the Home Run Derby, but this has been the most drama-filled Home Run Derby from start to finish that I've ever heard of. So apparently, and not just Home Run Derby, but like All-Star Weekend. So apparently the Oakland A's had an All-Star. Forgive me for not remembering his name. It's the fucking A's. And they were like, yeah, you can fly a commercial, bitch. And the Houston Astros, I guess good for them. They were like, yeah, no, we'll send a private jet to pick you up. You can ride with us, homie. So they sent fucking a private jet for an A's player to go with them. Juan Soto in the Home Run Derby in the All-Star game. I guess he's in fucking contract issues with his team. And they were like, yeah, no, fuck you. Where you declined our contract extension so you can fly commercial, bitch. So Juan Soto flew commercial to the All-Star game. I'm in awe. I'm just in complete awe. And then I guess during the Home Run Derby itself, there's major controversy over whether Albert Pujols hit a home run after his time expired, and then some that weren't actually home runs were being called home runs, but up on the board it was marked, and then the ESPN announcer said it wasn't. I don't know. There's apparently a lot of drama surrounding the Home Run Derby and All-Star game this year.
So I heard about the Oakland A's guy. I forgot his name as well. And the Houston Astros was like, look, you can come ride with our guys going to with their private jet, which is cool. I didn't hear about the Juan Soto one. Now, I did know that Juan Soto rejected a 15-year, $440 million deal, which I don't blame him. He wants the Mike Trout type money. Mike Trout got a 10-year, $50 million deal, which annually he makes more money.
Right.
I know in total he'd get the 455, but in 15 years, stretched throughout 15 years, annually he's not making close to what Mike Trout was making.
Right.
15 years, 450 million. If you do the math, it's 20. I want to say like 29 million a year or something like that.
Yeah, sounds about right.
But still, 29 million a year. I'm over here fighting for, 29 million to 45 million. Who gives a fuck? Really, come on, you're playing baseball, bro.
Hey, still, I don't look. I again will never tell a man not to fight for the bag ever, ever.
Ah,
You know,
did you see
but
Aaron Judge trying to beat around the corner of them saying, Yankee fans are, being sad and they don't want to see him go, and he's just like, well, there's plenty of other good Yankees on the team. Hopefully,
yeah,
you're still a Judge fan.
yeah, man.
That
I
pretty much
mean,
the way he came out with that comment pretty much tells me he might be walking.
the Yankees are gonna have to. I mean, I don't blame him for where he's standing because obviously he's been shown that the Yankees don't value him as much as he values himself. And after the kind of fucking MVP caliber season that he's having, the Yankees are going to have to fucking break the bank. They're going to have to make Mike Trout look poor. You know what I mean? Like that's the only that's the only way they're keeping
See,
Aaron Judge.
my thing is Aaron Judge has a lot of hype behind his name. He does. He has a lot of hype behind his name. For a player who, yes, as talented as Aaron Judge is not worth that much money. Yes, I said what I said. It's
You
not
know,
worth that much money when in 6 seasons he's had 2 productive seasons.
I
He
back
had his
you
rookie of the
100%.
year campaign where he had 57 home runs. And he has this season, which the season's not even over yet, which thank God, he'll stay healthy. He'll go out hit another 50 fucking bombs. That'll be it. And then last year where he hit 30 something home runs and he played a full season. So I'll give him, he has 2 seasons in the five, not counting this one yet. So in half the years he's played, he's had good seasons. And then in half the years he's played, he's barely been on the field or hurt or something like that. Not that the talent wasn't there, but he was always consistently hurt.
That's, you know what, man, I agree with you 100%. His talent is worth that kind of money, but this is going to be his greatest year, and it's only going to decline from here. Even if he continues to have good seasons, his good seasons aren't going to be worth the kind of money that he's going to need to stay in New York after this season, because he's just, you said it yourself, and perfectly, he's fucking hurt all the time. And it's not a knock on Aaron Judge. I love him. I think he's a fantastic kid and a fantastic ball player, but 3 out of the 5 seasons so far, he's been injured. And he's not made an impact when it matters for the Yankees because he's been injured when it matters. So why would I pay you an egregious sum of money to be injured when it matters?
Like right now, Juan Soto is 23 years old. 23. And he just rejected a $450 million deal. Who, in the rumors I've heard, the Yankees are also gunning for him, because what I see is if they don't get Judge and they get Soto, they'll let Judge walk because they'll pay Soto.
100%.
They'll pay, especially because he's younger. Judge is 30 years old.
Is he really?
Judge is already 30. He's played in the league 6 seasons.
No shit.
He's 30 years old. You're going to give him this 10-year, 12-year, $400 million deal. And you're only going to get maybe 5 or 6 productive seasons out of him. Because by 35, 36, you start to see that decline.
Yeah, and that's if you're lucky. You're going to get 5 out of that 10-year, 15-year dude. You're going to be lucky to get 5 to 6 years out of him.
Like, I'm
so
not gonna lie,
I guess
I want Judge to stay, and I love Judge. I'd let him walk, and I'd pay Juan Soto 10, 15-year deal. At least I can get more out of him. Like I said, he's 23, and he's already been in the league, I think, 4 or 5 seasons, because Juan Soto's been in the league since he was fucking 18. And that's the MVP candidate for the next 10 years.
No, I agree.
Like I think Judge actually is going to walk because he's going to want the bank. I think Judge is, as loyal as Judge is, he's more loyal to the bank than he is to the Yankee organization. I think
get it.
Like, people are reading it wrong. I think he said, like, people are trying to say, the Yankees doing him dirty, not paying him, so he's going to end up walking. No, I think he's kind of selfish in the own sense of, yeah, he's a team player, but this is his first contract negotiation. he's thinking about himself, not the team.
Yeah,
Not the team.
I honestly, I don't
Yes,
blame
when it
him.
comes to the on the field stuff, he's all about the team. But when it comes to himself and getting paid to play for a team, he's thinking about himself. He ain't thinking about he ain't loyal to the Yankees. He's loyal to the bank.
As he should be. As he should be, but it's a business. It's a business on both sides. Judge should be loyal to the almighty dollar because the Yankees shouldn't be loyal to him. The Yankees are not going to be loyal to Aaron Judge. They're going to be loyal to the almighty dollar.
And I
They
don't
can
blame
pay
the Yankees for
4
not being
players.
loyal. If I'm the Yankees, I'm not. The Yankees have been adamant and staying away from another Alex Rodriguez contract. They've always, since Alex Rodriguez, they have been on that of not giving any more 10-year, $350+ million deals. There is, honestly, Mike Trout, Ohtani, Judge, Soto, all these Mookie Betts, all these, they're not worth that much money. I'm sorry, it's baseball. You are not worth 400. There's not one person on the planet Earth that's worth $450 million to go hit a fucking baseball.
See, I disagree with you, but I agree with you. I disagree with you on the money aspect. I agree with you on the time. I don't think anybody is worth 10 years on a contract at all because it's too much time for me. 10, 15 years. And what? I'm going to guarantee 90% of this contract and you get hurt in the third year? When does that become a payoff for me? When do I say the Yankees sign even Soto to a 15-year contract? Fuck the money. I don't give a fuck. Pay him $1 billion. I don't give a fuck about the money. When does a 15-year contract pay off for the team? In year 10? If I get 10 solid seasons out of you, like good, like MVP caliber fucking seasons, 10 years? Is it 8 years? You know what I mean? Like, what is the number that starts to make sense? And if 8 years is what I think is a good, like, I get that time out of you, why the fuck would I give you 15? Why would I time myself up?
In a baseball contract, I would not give more than like 8 years.
That's what I'm saying. That's for me the issue.
And honestly, there is a cap in money when you put it toward the years because you want to, it equals out to your annual salary for a player. I'm not if I'm saying I'm not giving more than 8 years, that means I'm not paying anybody more than maybe $300 million. Like that's the max. The max my team is going to hand out is an 8-year, $300 million contract. You want more than that? Go somewhere else.
No, I don't disagree. I mean, the money. I hear you on the money part, and if that's like the hard cap, I don't disagree. But for me, it's not. It's more of a length of time thing. Like, yeah, it just comes down to length of time.
This 15-year deal for Soto, who the fuck is playing those? He is not playing the entire 15-year career with you. I'm sorry, it's not happening. He's going to get paid up until year 8 or 9, and then you're going to go and you're going to restructure the last 6 years of his deal.
Mm-hmm. Or you're going to wind up like the fucking Mets having Bobby Bonilla Day. You know what I mean? You're going to have the Yankees are going to have their Juan Soto Day, where once a year for the next 40 years.
The Mets already have a Juan Soto Day. They have Max Scherzer.
Yeah.
Max Scherzer is getting paid $15 million every year from the Nationals until 2031, I think.
Yeah, it's
like he's getting paid. Bobby Bonilla opened the door. That $1 million is spit money compared to the $15 million Max Scherzer is making for the next 10 years for a team that he's no longer playing for.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why those giant year contracts, like I said, especially in baseball where there's no salary cap and these people, the owners are billion-dollar billionaires, you know what I mean? They're multi-billionaires. Like, I do not give a shit about the money. I just could not care less. Am I jealous? 100% I'm jealous, but I could not care less about the money. For me, it's all about time. Like, I just cannot get behind locking yourself into a player, no matter how good, no matter how talented, for 10 to 15 years. There's just too many. It takes an
if you look at some of these deals. if you look at some of the deals with the baseball players, the issue isn't the money, especially in baseball with these old, like you said, these old billionaires. These guys have been around. They're generational wealth. The owners of these teams have been around for hundreds of years, and they have generational wealth, like more money than they can ever imagine. If you look at these deals, none of these deals have anything to do with money. Everything's about the years. They wanted to pay, they were okay with paying Judge even more than the $215 they were going to give him. Judge wanted more in the years.
Yeah, and
the Yankees only wanted to give him up to like an 8-year deal.
And I don't blame them, especially with Judge right now. 50% of the time he's on the field,
and you're already 30. So you want a 10 to 12-year deal, which will put you until you're 40, 42 years old. You're not playing that long. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna give you that contract, and you're gonna retire before then.
Yep.
You're not playing to. I'm sorry, Aaron Judge. You're not playing till you're 42. I know that for a fact.
I agree.
For a fact. You got Aaron Judge. Pretty much, Aaron Judge is going for his one and only contract. Because remember, he came into the league. He was what? He was already 24. Yeah. I think when he came in. So he was already behind the curve. You know, he should have at 24. He should have been going into his second contract, not his first. So he's trying to make up for missing that first contract and making the money he was making his first couple of years. So ultimately, Judge, what you're telling me is we guys, even if we go out and you sign an 8-year deal with us, 8 years, put you at 38. We only got maybe 5 solid years coming out of you.
No,
so you want a 10 to 12-year deal where we're only going to get 5 or 6 solid years out of you. By year 7, we're restructuring or trying to move you.
Yep. And praying to God somebody takes your contract. No, I'm sorry.
It's not. And then it only hurts even more the fact that Juan Soto's getting up to $450 million. And these guys are getting, because Aaron Judge is probably going to break the bank. He's probably going to get something more than Aaron Trout did. Yeah. He's probably going to be the first person to $500 million.
Easily, especially after this season that he's having, because teams get driven by their fans. Like, I'm telling you, somebody's going to cave. Some owner is going to cave because of his fan base. The Yankees fans are going to be fucking screaming and crying. Oh my God, we're the richest team in sports and we couldn't pay this. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up. You're so fucking nearsighted. So even if the Yankees win a ring this year, Aaron Judge is the fucking World Series MVP. You know what I mean? Like, he fucking hit 30 home runs in the World Series. Like, he goes fucking bonkers, whatever. Still not worth it. Still not worth it. And I love Aaron Judge. It's just not worth it. The time, the money, it's just, this is the best season he's going to have.
Like I said, I would give him an 8-year. I would give him an 8-year, like, $350 million deal. That's what I would give him.
Yeah.
And if he don't want it, he don't want it. You can walk, and I will pay the 10 to 12-year, $450 million deal to Juan Soto.
Or
I'll have 6 extra years off him.
Yep. Or
and he's going to give me MVP caliber right field talent. He's exactly you for another team. So I'm getting a younger you. So I'll take that.
Or I'll pay the next 4 fucking right fielders a quarter of that money for a half of that time because I now have all that extra money. You know what I mean? Like, let's not pretend the Yankees can't.
Mind you, we just went into the draft. MLB draft just happened the other day. And what we did with our first round pick, a 6'7" right fielder that hits bombs.
Yeah.
Like we're already looking into the future because Aaron Judge probably ain't going to be there.
Yeah, I think so.
We just went and got a right fielder from Vanderbilt that's 6'7", same fucking height, and hits bombs from the left side of the plate, not the right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that Aaron Judge will not be a New York Yankee at the end of this season.
I'm leaning toward more it becoming true. But my first thing, the minute they say Aaron Judge is no longer Yankee, the next words out of your mouth is Yankees signed Juan Soto.
You think that's a done deal? You think that's going to happen?
I that's the only way I see the Yankees letting Judge walk is that they replace him with someone of that caliber, and Juan Soto is the only one available.
Fair enough.
And Juan Soto wants to get paid.
Don't we all, bro? Don't we all?
I'll take a 23-year-old over a 30-year-old.
I feel that. Give it a couple of years. There's going to be a catcher coming onto the scene, Tyler Puglisi. I'm telling you, that's going to be the dude. That's my cousin. I told him when he gets drafted, man, I just want a cool meal. Since we're talking about baseball, I'm going to go ahead and shout out my cousin Tyler playing up at Albany, baby. All right, my dude has been scouted since he was like a freaking freshman in high school. He's going to fucking kill it. I told him all I want is a cool mill. That's it. That's all I'm asking for is a cool, soft $1 million. That's pennies on your signing bonus, bro. Pennies.
I like it. Shit, they can take it out of your signing bonus right there. Look at that.
I saw him. You're not even gonna notice it. Now just take it right off the top. You'll never even notice it was gone.
Exactly. If you don't even see it, you won't notice it was gone.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm a good cousin like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to take from his paychecks, just off the top of the signing bonus. I'm not trying to hurt him.
But the All-Star game was good. The AL won 3-2. They won 3-2. That's the 9th win for the AL side. It comes in clutch though, because I forgot how many years ago they put it into effect, but the winner of the All-Star game gets home field advantage for the World Series. Mm-hmm. So over the last 9 years, the AL side has always been the home team, which comes into, it's good when you're going 7 games.
Oh, for sure.
You always manage to be home for that. Stanton tied it with a 2-run shot at 2-2, which is why they gave him the AL MVP.
That's an understatement.
Back was home runs with Braxton. Braxton ended up opening it up with the 3-2 victory.
Dude, a shot is an understatement. We were just talking about this in pre. That still photo, if anybody, wants to go back and just fucking Google that image, Stanton hits this ball and it warps around. You ever seen a car accident where someone drives headlong into a tree and their car like bends around the tree? That was this baseball. Stanton fucking connected with this thing so goddamn hard. The baseball formed the fucking backward C. Like
it's like those gooey. It's like those gooey glob balls that like kids play with. You know how like when you throw it against the wall, you see it like splat and then form back.
Yeah, it's like he hit a fucking balloon. You ever seen a balloon be hit in slow-mo? It just like
it was actually recorded. They said that was 100 and almost 18 miles per hour off the bat. One of the hardest hitting home runs in the All-Star game.
The barrel of the bat was in the middle of the baseball. Not like, oh, he connected dead center. No, I'm talking about like in a 3-dimensional sphere. The barrel of the bat was down the fucking center of this baseball. That was the most insane goddamn photo I've seen in my existence.
It's like something you see in a cartoon where the baseball has eyes and the pitcher throws the baseball and he's like, ah!
Oh yeah, I'm surprised it didn't like peel. Like talk about cartoons, you know how whenever they smoke one, like it fucking peels the wrapping off of the base. I'm surprised that ball did not fucking unravel out of the park.
Well, it's kind of setting up everything right now, right? Like Yankees having this great start to the season. They're the best team in baseball. Then goes out, has 6 All-Stars. One of the Yankees win the All-Star game MVP. Like it's just set up for the Yankees to go to the World Series and I love to see that Stanton is staying this hot and because like he's going to the All-Star game, staying hot and consistent, staying leveled. He's having a good All-Star game. I can't wait to see the second half of his season now.
I think you said it before, maybe last episode or 2 episodes ago, that this All-Star break being shortened and only being like a 3-day All-Star break is probably the best thing that could happen to hot teams, because you're not really taking a week off. You're not really, you know what I mean? Like, there's no gap in between you playing baseball. It's back to back to back to back to back. And while that might make a marathon for you, I mean, baseball is already a fucking marathon, but there's no time to cool off. There's no time to dip. There's no time to, fuck around on your swing and kind of fuck your shit up. Like, you're staying hot.
Usually the All-Star break is 4 to 5 days. You get a day off, then the next day is the home run derby, then the next day is the All-Star game, then you get a day off, and then you go back into the season. So you get 4 days. This time, there was no day off. It was like the first half of the season's done. Next day was the home run derby. Next day is the All-Star game. And now today we're right back into going. Like, the Yankees play a doubleheader today. They're playing, and it's Houston of all teams. Well, right after All-Star break, we're going straight down to Houston for a 2-game set, and then shooting back to New York. You like you said, you're not getting this week off where you get to chill out. You get your 2 days and then you're back at it.
Yep. So I'm hoping that means everyone's going to stay hot. That means everyone's going to stay on it. I mean, none of the Yankees seemed to cool off during the All-Star break period because they were all playing well during the game. So we'll see. I'm excited for the rest of the baseball season.
Tyler Wade too.
What?
Utility man Tyler Wade. He was actually a fan favorite for a lot of people.
Yes.
The Yankees had traded him away after last season. Obviously to make the moves that they were making for the players that they got. And he was on the Angels. Well, right before the trade deadline, they made a trade. They got Tyler Wade back from the Angels to help out. As a utility man, he can play everywhere around the field. We've had him in the outfield. We've had him at second, third, and shortstop. Like, I like Tyler Wade. He was one of my favorites. He was one of those utility guys that just like he came in, did his job, and was good.
And he's got some wheels to him, right? He's a pretty quick kid, if I remember correctly. Kid.
He's been in the league. He spent his first 5 years with New York, so he only pretty much spent a half the season over there with the injury before coming back. He's quick. Well, he knows his role, and when he comes in, he's effective.
Welcome back, Tyler Wade.
Hell yeah, I'm excited to see. And you know what? It makes it even sweeter that if the Yankees go out and they win the World Series, that he would get one.
I'm hoping the Yankees have a historic year, man. We're gonna get the Yankees winning the World Series, the Jets gonna win the Super Bowl, then the Rangers are gonna win, then the Knicks are gonna win. It's just gonna be a good year for New York. The Yankees are gonna kick it off.
I'm cool with everything until you said the Knicks. That thing's a head scratcher.
That's look, man. I'm trying to be hopeful over here. We're a New York podcast now. I'm trying to be hopeful. Damn it!
Get your New York. Wait, I can't do that. That's
I was gonna say, I think that might be trademark. You might have SNY coming after us for that.
Get your New York sports here. I honestly am not the hugest fan of SNY. I just like that one take. I
don't think I've ever watched SNY because it's the home of the Mets, and I just could not care less about.
I'm a Yes Network guy.
Amen. Give me some Al Michaels.
I'm gonna listen to Michael K and Yankeeography.
Exactly. What else we got?
Well, I don't know what's going on else in the NFL side of things. I know they gave Davante Adams a 99 overall on Madden.
I hate this time of year. I hate it. Madden ratings have come out, and that's all anybody's talking about. And fucking children are like, "Oh, see, I told you this player was better. His Madden rating is high." Shut the fuck up. Shut up before I fucking shove you back into your mother's womb, you fucking 7-year-old.
No, it's funny. They do that shit. Like, oh, see, this guy's better because his Madden's rating's a 96 and this guy's an 89.
Bro, I can't tell you right now, like, the depth of hatred I have for TikTok and Twitter and social media because of Madden, because of all of these fucking children who are like, "Yo, but see, I told you Myles Garrett was better. He has a 99 and TJ Watt doesn't." Shut up.
I saw
dog
I
walk
saw
you.
I saw that rating and I was like, yo, this is stupid. Myles Garrett, you know what? I'm not going to take Myles Garrett's 99 away from him, but
Of
TJ Watt
course.
should be a 99 or at least a 98. Fucking
100%.
what was the other name? I saw another name that was right under him that was at like 95. I was like, he should be at least a 97.
Yeah. Or fucking Darius Leonard isn't one of the highest rating. He's like on top 10 on Madden's top 10 linebackers. Darius Leonard's like fucking 6 or 5. What? Darius Leonard was easily one of the best, if not the singular best linebacker in the National Football League last year. And sorry, Braden, not to shit on Bobby Wagner, but to have Bobby Wagner at like fucking 4 or 3, stop it. Stop it. Stop with your nostalgia bullshit, okay? Bobby Wagner's a great fucking linebacker.
I think they put Bobby Wagner over Von Miller, too.
They fucking did.
And I'm like, wait. I'm like, hold up. How are you going to do that? Like,
Fred Warner went number 1, and I'm not necessarily angry about it, but I'm not necessarily not angry about it. Like, it's things like that. Like, I'm just like, all right, like, stop it already. I'm fucking, or right now, the Trey Lance rhetoric because of fucking Madden, the Trey Lance fucking insanity is just, it's insane. I'm seeing takes for Trey Lance for next year, and fine, it is what it is. And then people are like, oh, his Madden score, and keep in mind, he only threw 1 interception in college. I hate this time of year. There's no real football on, and people are using Madden to justify their argument.
The Trey Lance thing is a whole other, like, people are jumping on that hype train like this is the second coming of fucking Jesus.
I don't get it.
I don't. They just gave Garoppolo the okay to seek a trade.
True that.
I've heard rumors of him coming to the Jets. I hope not, because I don't want anything to fuck up what's going on in Zach Wilson's mind. I don't want him to be like, oh shit, you're trying to replace me already. You start fucking with him. Let him play his second season. Let the Jets do what they do. If you're gonna make a move, you do it after this season.
Right.
You know, I don't want to fuck up anything we got going on.
Yeah, we've already got Joe Flacco as a backup.
There's teams out there trying to look for Jimmy G. That means you're already saying Trey Lance is going to be the starting quarterback, and then you give him this rating in Madden of like a fucking 80, like he's he's fucking Michael Vick. Like, I don't get it.
I just want to know, how are you going to give a guy an NFL rating, right? This is an NFL video game. You're going to give him an NFL rating, and he's played like 10 NFL snaps. Like, what do you do? What? And, you know, I can't believe I'm siding with Tom Brady. Ever since he left New England, I have this liking of him, and it makes me sick to my fucking stomach. But Jamar Chase, I guess, fucking got rubbed the wrong way about his Madden rating. Was like, oh, I'm just going to use it for motivation. And Tom Brady was like, bro, they didn't even put me in the game in year 2. And he showed a picture, and it was just quarterback 12. And he had like a 58 rating. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can't believe I fucking agree with Tom Brady here, but like, stop.
No, yeah, Tom Brady's right in that sense. Like you got these guys that come in the NFL now. They're still young. They're 20, 21. They're still babies. They still play Madden. And they're those people that's, oh, but my Madden rating says I'm better than you because I'm an 89 and you're a 76. Yeah. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, these kids, they go into their NFL seasons mad about their NFL ratings. It's like, bro, like, who cares?
Yeah. Yeah. Where's Matt Stafford on the Madden rating list? And he just won a fucking Super Bowl. Like, fuck off.
I think I saw the QB ratings. I think Matt Stafford's like an 89.
Yeah. Which isn't terrible. I mean,
they got Patty Mahomes, I think, at a 99. They got Josh Allen, I think, at like a 97.
That's a little high for me.
Lamar Jackson, I think, is like 93.
I've legitimately seen people rebuttal and be like, well, they're NFL experts. They would know. I'm like, no, they're a video game.
They're not NFL experts. That's where people are wrong.
Yeah, they're fucking video game.
They're experts in technology and whatever field they're doing, but they're not NFL experts.
Yeah, and have you seen? So you're not on TikTok, by the way, but they are like EA has definitely hired people to pretend that they are like rating this game fairly. Because I've seen so many people like, oh, I've got a first look exclusive at Madden 23, and look at all the improvements to the game. I'm really excited. The fans like us have complained, that this is just the same game year in year out. And this is what Madden has really done to change the game. And I'm like, ugh.
I have gotten so far away from Madden. Just like the gameplay's not even like they try to make it too realistic to the point where it's bullshit now. Like
yeah, it's
if
broken.
you don't move the guy the right way, he trips over himself, and like you literally have. Eventually, you have to just wear that fucking Oculus shit and try to virtual reality, and it goes with your movements because you can't do it off of a joystick anymore.
Yeah, they just look, it's a fun enough video game. Like I think I have Madden 21, 22, one of the two. And every now and then I'll fuck around and you know what I mean? I'll play like a quick game or whatever, but it's not realistic. It really isn't. Like
They've tried to make it realistic so much where it's not realistic. It's
right. And I'm sorry, some of the things like Aaron Donald. If I'm playing as the Rams and I'm lining up and I'm user controlling Aaron Donald, I should be in the backfield every fucking play. Because Aaron Donald's in the backfield every fucking play. So why am I getting beat man to man by a fucking center? Go fuck yourself. In no world, no center.
You're getting pancaked by a 67 ranked fucking guard.
Right, or I go to fucking lay out the quarterback and I miss the sack. Are you fucking stupid? It's Aaron fucking Donald. He looks at a quarterback and he sacks them. What are we doing here? Like, TJ Watt should never be fucking, like, a tight end's gonna block TJ Watt. Suck my taint. Stop it. Just absolutely stop it. So
before you used to throw the ball and like, they'll catch you. Now you gotta like press the button to throw the ball, press the button to catch the ball, press the button to catch the ball a certain way, and then like to make a certain move. And
yeah, I'm gonna aggressively catch the ball on the sidelines by jumping 30 feet over the sideline, like by jumping out of bounds. That's how my receiver aggressively catches the ball. No, fuck you, Madden.
Yeah, Madden.
Yes, for all of you haters, I want to clearly state. I am not good at Madden, and that's partially what makes me salty because I know more football than how my Madden skills show.
I'm actually pretty decent at Madden. I haven't played in a while, but I'm actually pretty good at Madden.
I'm not because of all, like you said, all of the 40 million. You have to like synchronize everything perfectly, and I don't have the hand-eye coordination to that. But I can call the plays properly. I just got to get out of my own way because I'm over here trying to hit stick everything. Fucking simple spin moves on an inside zone, and you've gone for a 98-yard touchdown because I'm trying to hit stick everything. So, I'm trying to go for every interception.
I be getting into that zone too, but I be trying to just hit stick everything.
Oh, yeah.
You see them just missing?
Yeah, yo, that's the dumbest thing to me. And they take 6 years.
Miss.
Bro, the animations too are so slow. Like God forbid I spin move a millisecond late with a running back. It takes fucking 10 seconds for him to get the linebacker off of him, and then everybody and their mother is.
Oh, I hate when you mistime the spin move and they do the big loop spin that takes a million years to spin around. Then they ended up getting tackled from the back, jarring the football loose.
Oh my God. I'm like, come on, I turned to 40 by the time you spun. X button. Like, Jesus Christ.
Hurdle.
Oh my God. It's terrible. It's terrible.
I would always stick away from the hurdling because for some reason, I always try to hurdle. I ended up getting tackled and a fumble every time.
I don't even bother. Like, I'm just truck sticking at this point. Like, fuck you. I could have the smallest running, but Braxton Berrios could have the ball, and I'm trying to truck stick Aaron Donald. Fuck off. I don't even give a shit. But no, yeah, I hate this fucking time of year with Madden ratings. It is the absolute worst to have a discussion with somebody right now.
Yeah, I haven't played. I think the last Madden I had was Madden 20 with Patty Mahomes on the case. I think that's the last one I got, but
Whatever the last one was with Lamar Jackson is the
I
one
think
that
that was
I
the
have.
one, right? I think that was 21.
Yeah, okay. So that's that. I think you're right. I think that's what I have.
I
But
might get this new
anyway,
Madden. I might dabble. Comes
before
out, I think August 15th.
part of me wants to, but at the same time, like I also don't want to support EA because they're such bullshit. But John Madden's gonna be on the cover, so nostalgia.
Oh yeah, I
So,
forgot about that. Jed putting John Madden because of his passing.
mm-hmm.
Not bad, not
Mm-hmm.
bad.
But before we wrap it up, talk to me about the degenerates, my man.
Yeah, man, it's that time of the year. Degenerates starting back up. I hear everybody up in the group chat, getting everybody wild up. Not many responses. Tweet.
If
Uh, but
if we
yeah,
do have an
Degenerates.
open, if we do wind up having an open spot, I do have a guy who's willing to fill in.
I think everybody's full right now.
Okay.
I think we're all full. We got Monkey took the last spot right now. That was Sarah's. Everybody else I hit up, they're down. They're in. QA is still in.
Nice.
Nate, Nick, the brothers. Marcus, everybody's in. We got the draft coming up August 22nd, 7 p.m. That's a Monday night. We're gonna probably do a live drafting again, kind of like we did last year. Couple changes in the rule. I'm trying to tell some of these guys to in the group chat to make sure they go over everything. We've added in a flex. So we have an extra flex. So now it's a 1 QB, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, 2 flexes, defense, and a kicker. Instead of 7 bench spots, there's only 5 now. Because we got 10 starting, 5 on the bench, still 2 IRs. I only leave it at 2 IRs because obviously injuries happen a lot. And regardless of COVID and shit, and some are longer than others, and some, so and I think with taking away with some of the bench spots, there's more players available left on the waiver wire. So leaving the 2 IR spots wouldn't be a bother. The scoring is still the same. The money being involved is still the same.
I think
I might switch up the divisions though. The divisions with that we have now, the East West, with new people, some new people coming into the league. I might switch up the divisions. It's been 5 years that we've all been in the same division, facing the same people. Might switch it up, do a little drawing, and flip flop some people in the divisions.
I think what we should do in a completely unbiased fashion is look at the people with the lowest win percentages over the last 5 years and put me in that division. That's the division I want to be in. Is we just make a division of losers and maybe I can be the best loser.
So you'll end up going in that division, and then you'll be in the division with someone, and they'll end up winning 13 games. You'll be 1-14.
Probably. Yeah. Honestly, that's probably how it's going to go.
Following in the footsteps of your wife.
I mean, to be fair, we all know what my draft strategy is. Get absolutely blacked out and have no idea what my team is the next day. And that, as usual, sets me up for success. So
I've been doing some mock drafts. And the other day I said it to myself right before the mock draft. I was like, yo, I'm going to pull a Zach. No running backs. No running backs. And that was the worst move you can possibly make.
I'm telling you, it's going to work.
No running backs. I was like, I could pick up some great running backs later on. It's the complete fucking opposite. If you're going to draft, no wide receivers. You can pick up wide receivers hella late. Hella late. There are wide receivers in the 5th, 6th, 7th round that I'm like, bro, they should have went in the 3rd round.
Y'all are going to come begging to me when I got Cooper Kupp, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs. Y'all are going to be crying, Zach, please, can I have a wide receiver, please?
And you're going to, I'll be willing to make a trade when I have Henry and Chubb and Saquon Barkley and Breece Hall.
And then I'm going to go to trade you for one of them. They're going to get hurt permanently the next week. Derrick Henry retires from football after suffering turf toe. is the fucking headline you're gonna read the second I make that trade.
It was like when you traded George Kittle to me.
Bah.
You traded George Kittle to me. Your players got hurt. My guy went on to help me win the chip.
Yeah, George Kittle, who fucking was shitting the bed for me every fucking week. And I'm like, all right, fuck this. And I trade him, and like for 3 players, I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. I actually did good in this. And then everyone gets hurt, and George Kittle goes off to be a fucking monster. So no, I'm not trading shit anymore. I'm just immediately declining any. I don't care if it's your whole team for one player.
My first trade was going to go to blacklisted.
You know what? I'd be stunned if he could get a trade through. I don't think
my first trade was going to go straight to him.
I don't think he's ever going to be able to trade again. Ever.
If I do it early enough, like right after the draft, he might accept it. Like if, like, let's say, you know, I'm like, oh, you know, he got Nick Chubb. I'm like, yo, give me Nick Chubb. I'll give you some wide receiver or something. Hopefully he'll take it.
I'm gonna veto just for the sake of it, just because, for old time's sake.
I spoke to Marcus the other day about that. He was like, "Yeah, by the end of the season, I was just vetoing just to veto, just to get him mad."
I'm surprised he's like You know what? We if you go back and listen to Degenerates episodes, we probably ride Mike the hardest out of everybody because of the whole blacklisted shenanigans. And you got to give this kid credit, dude. He keeps coming back for more year in and year out. Hector comes after him. And you just said it, like Marcus was going after him just to piss him off. And Mike comes back year in and year out, regardless of nobody fucking with his trades, regardless of the relentless bullying he faces.
I love it though, because even with all that going on, he still manages. Over the last 3 seasons, he's taken second place twice.
Yeah, he's competitive as fuck. He's not a slouch. He's definitely competitive, even without trading.
I hit up Marcus. I'm like, yo, hit up Mike, hit up Brian, tell him to pay attention to the Facebook Messenger. He was like, yeah, I hit him up, and I said, unmute your notifications. It's about to get real.
Yeah, I'm hyped, bro. I can't wait for the draft. I can't wait. There's a couple of things I want to do. I want to do like fucking player profiles this season on everybody and do like, you know what I mean? Like you remember when fuck that kid's baseball game with Pablo Sanchez. I don't remember that fucking game.
Oh, backyard baseball.
Yeah. Where they have like the picture and then, you know, batting, wedding. So that's what I want to do for everybody, except like drafting, however out of 5 stars, you know, fucking waiver wire, however many out of 5 stars.
Shit talk.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, you're going to get 0 stars for everything, and I'm going to get 10 stars for everything.
A former champ, I get 0 stars?
Yes, because you let your wife win.
Hey, I let the trophy stay in the house.
Collusion. Yeah, that's going to be one of your things.
Boy, stay in here.
You're getting 5 stars for collusion. That's going to be your ranking. 5
Guys,
stars.
Stay tuned for this. The Degenerates is go. Oh, by the way, at the same time, like I said, stay tuned to this. The Degenerate season is coming up August 22nd. We'll do a live draft. First game of the season is September 8th, which is a Thursday. Might do our first live that first Thursday, right? And also with the first live, that Thursday will come the giveaway for the Flash Cap, the breaking down the tape merchandise, and the Madden 6. So pay attention for that. The Degenerates episodes are still going to be their own episodes, like we were doing last year and the seasons prior. We're just leading up to it. I can't wait. We're getting close.
Oh yeah, I'm fucking excited. I'm fucking hyped, bro. I'm hyped for the giveaway. I'm actually going to be resharing that. So like Hector was saying, go to the Instagram. That's where you need to go. Find the giveaway post. I'm going to be resharing it, re-putting it out there every week so that people can keep finding it. But go to that post, like it, follow us, follow Flash Cap, tag one person in the comments. You're going to be able to win exactly what Hector was saying, the Madden 6 top from Flash Cap, the custom engraved breaking down the tape tumbler from them. couple of stickers from them, and breaking down the tape merch. And all you got to do is follow 2 pages, like a post, and tag a friend. But yeah, man, I'm fucking hyped for the degenerates.
I'm trying to, since you like saying collusion, I'm trying to collude my way to a number 3 draft pick.
Oh no, how random. I cannot believe I got number 3. That is so crazy.
Yeah, what?
It is so...
If I can get 1-1, Zach Wilson, done deal.
Yo, I'm telling you, Zach Wilson is gonna be the fucking... I got strategies. Don't worry,
guys. If you don't know, the Mormon MILF Monster is the real deal. Go out, draft him up 1-1, pair him up with Garrett Wilson 1-2 or 2-2 and 3-3 Breeze Hall, and you got yourself a trio.
There you go. You're gonna be fucking moms and winning championships.
I'm not gonna lie. I've done a couple mock drafts, and I want to say my last 2 mock drafts I did, I was the number 4th pick. So in another league that I'm in, Monkeys League, I'm the number 4th pick. So you could mock draft. He already placed us in our orders.
Got you.
So when I mock draft in the 4th place. I've done a couple mock drafts, and by the end of my draft, my last 4 or 5 picks, I'm getting the likes of a Breece Hall and a Garrett Wilson in the last 5 picks. That's like pick 12 and 13. Like, I'm getting a Garrett Wilson, a Breece Hall.
Interesting.
Like, I'm looking at these mock drafts. I'm like re-going over the old ones, and I'm like, like, I'm picking up a Patrick Mahomes or Justin Herbert in round 6 and 7.
Interesting.
Like, yeah, like, and I mean, I get into mock drafts, computers and shit like that. Other mock drafts, they got Patrick Mahomes, as early as the 3rd round, he's gone.
Right.
But I see some key players, and I notice wide receiver is deep. Like, if you're gonna go big on, I would say go big on your running backs early, because there is a deep class of wide receivers.
I don't, honestly, man, I'm not lying to you when I say 0 RB. I did it in a different league last year, and I fucking made it to the championship. And I just feel like running backs just get hurt so often. It's a fucking crapshoot. But we'll see. We'll see if I can remain sober. We'll see how the fucking day goes for me, because it's going to be an interesting draft night. And we're doing that live, right?
Yeah.
Yes. All right, cool.
We'll do the draft live. I'm actually off that day, so it would be great.
We'll make
I
sure,
think I'm also off the live that first Thursday, September 8th. I think I'm off that day too, so I'll be able to do the live that Thursday with the giveaway.
Good shit. Perfect, man. So unless you got anything else, I mean, other than a basic reminder to go follow us places, I mean, fuck you guys. You should know this by now.
Go listen to the previous episodes. Mormon MILF Monster episode was one of the greatest.
Yeah, I had a fucking blast.
I gotta go back and like re-listen to it and see if you named it Mormon MILF Monster.
Yeah. I think I did. I don't know. Now I gotta check before we go. Fucking let me pull up Anchor here. Do. No, I named it Slanging Bombs and Banging Moms.
Good choice.
I try. But anyway, man, unless you got something else, give it to them.
Well, it is 9:30 in the morning, and I already crushed 2 beers. So what's up?